Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Live in Africa here, and today I wanted to interview Yaman was you can see who you are and who you are tomorrow.
Hello everybody, it's Rocio. I'm from Argentina. I am Marwa's girlfriend, partner. Yes, hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So how did you guys meet? You and Marwa?
We met in Mexico. I'm from Argentina, but I was living in Mexico for 3 years. And he was traveling around, and we met in the place that I was living.
Also, Marwa was just traveling around, and maybe you went. He was in Mexico for how long? When you met and just.
I guess he was in Mexico for like a month or something like that.
Oh, so you met for like a month, and you guys already vibing. And
No, he was traveling around, and he spent some days in the place where I was staying. That's how we met. Yeah.
So how was the meetup? How was the meetup? Because you guys sort of vibe. Because if you come over to Mexico to here, then this is someone you really love. So how was the meetup and how did you guys vibe?
Oh, I think we connected super fast. Actually, we spent a lot of time together when we just met, and then we continue growing the relationship on distance.
So I was looking at your channel and I realized that you had two. Because
Yes.
you're a musician too.
Yes.
I'm a musician too.
Okay.
I'm not like blown up or anything. So I just wanted to ask you about the music journey and how you met Maro and how maybe you decided to change out how you decided to maybe have another channel apart from your music.
So I decided to have another channel because my music one. So I have my own songs, but I haven't produced them yet, and the world haven't seen them. So what I do covers of different songs, and I wanted to have my music channel just for music and covers. But I also have a podcast that is right now in Spanish, but I'm also about to post episodes in English, and it's and also my idea was to also blog my travels. So I decided to divide in between two channels. Also because as I do covers, monetization is different when it comes to I'm using music with copyright. So I wanted to divide it and post my podcast and the travel journey on the Roca Cabrera Travels. That's my YouTube channel. You can go subscribe. So yes, I wanted to have my music on one side and my personal story, my travel stories, and my podcast on the other one.
You talked about music and copyright, the covers. I thought if you do someone cover, you talk to them and then they allow you to do that. How is the process?
So so there are many songs that they are registered. That's what you're supposed to do with your own songs, to register, so nobody can steal them and nobody can exactly. If I'm doing somebody else's songs, that money doesn't really belong to me. If I'm singing somebody's songs on YouTube, the copyright thing, they will take it and the money goes to the artist.
But how about you talk to the artists? I heard that many people, the celebrities, people are blown up doing covers.
Yeah.
You talk to the celebrity. Maybe you see, I have an original song that has like 100,000 views.
Yes.
And someone big does a cover of my song and maybe has like 10 million views.
Yeah, but for that reason, in that case, you need to talk to the artist and see if you can share the earnings and things like that. But when you're a small channel and you are doing something, I don't know, Beyonce song, Beyonce won't reply my messages. Sometimes it's hard to really talk to them. So from in the beginning, it's most of the time. Sometimes also it depends on what kind of arrangement the labels did at the moment when they register the song, because maybe you can allow someone to use your song and make money with it, or maybe you can allow someone not to use your song and they cannot use the song, and maybe YouTube will erase the video if someone makes it. Or also maybe you can decide that somebody can use your song and share the earnings, Or also you can decide that people, yes, they can use your song, but all the money goes to you. So there are many different arrangements that you can do.
So this is like YouTube arrangement. You just arrange the
YouTube,
YouTube or
yeah,
the one of the songs.
it's YouTube, and it's also it's more than YouTube. It's like general copyright for artists, you know, like record labels and things like that. You know.
But you know, I heard about this. Whatever. I heard that when you're doing your music, maybe it's not in Africa, not in Kenya. When you're doing your music there, the earnings, the YouTube earnings from there is different from here. Because when you record a music, like when you do your music here, your covers or maybe your music here, and when you do them back home, there's a huge difference in earning. According to YouTube.
Yeah, according to YouTube. True? Yes, according to YouTube, the earnings are different depending where the people is watching. You're gonna make different money if the people that watches you is from the States rather than people from Argentina, you know, because every country has a different price, a different currency, exactly. So maybe, for example, I don't know, India, maybe you can get a lot of subscribers from India, but you will make less money than if all of the people watches you from the States, for example. You know, the States and the UK, in Europe, some countries in Europe, those are the places that pays the most.
Is it true?
You know?
I guess it's true that US pays the most because maybe YouTube and the whole organization was started in USA and maybe the
probably yes, and probably because of dollar currency, you know, like US
the currencies in the UK, the currencies that are higher than dollars.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Also the UK is a good country, you know, to make money.
So how comes you do covers and your music? Why is it that you must just like start a whole new channel about your vlogs and about your travels and everything?
Because
why is it not advisable to just mix up everything? Because I'm an artist, but I post vlogs and, you know, my behind the scenes, and maybe I came to perform last Sunday. I posted that. I just post something, not necessarily music.
Well, actually, in my music channel, I was also like blogging my concerts, for example, you know. So what it is about my music and artist content, I go to Ro Cabrera Music. That's my channel, and that's where I share my music journey, you know. I also post blogs, and yes, I do covers. And then the other one is about my life, traveling, and my podcast, you know. Because it's me, it's the same person, you know, but it's like different skills, and I wanted to
maybe different
make it different. Actually, the people the same people. They go also
they just
to my
went and subscribed and maybe started viewing your vlogs and
Also because the music, you know, the fact that I do covers. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for just to get money from YouTube every time I sing a cover. It helps me to get people to know me, you know. And exactly, like for sure in the future I plan to have my own songs, and my own songs will bring me money. But for the beginning, I'm just singing to the world, showing my talent and using other people's. I love singing covers actually. I love when I love a song and I want to sing it, and I give my best, you know, in the song. But that's not for money purposes for me. It's just because I love it actually.
So you're really talented in music and you love singing covers.
Yeah.
How about because according to me, maybe what I believe in, because as an artist, I believe that for me, when I love a song, when I love it that much, I won't do a cover, but I'll get inspired from that song and maybe do a song that is probably the same as the one I love, but with different languages or different words. So does it work to you the same way? Or maybe when you hear a song, you produce a cover first, then you go and now write yours. Because there are so many artists who write songs but they don't sing. They rather maybe buy songs from the different writers online or maybe physical, so they can sing people's songs better than their songs.
In my case, when I like a song, I like to make a cover. Sometimes I like a song so much that I want to respect it and sing it just the same. Sometimes I like to make my own versions of the songs. But when it comes about writing my own songs, I just write it from I don't copy, you know. I make my own songs. And I make the lyrics and the music, you know, well, guitar, that's like the bass, you know, that's what I do. And they just come, you know, of course I get inspired by many different styles and genres, but it's not that I copy a song and I do exactly like similar, you know.
Yeah.
I can get inspired, but I do my own songs. Yeah.
There's a vlog, you know I'm saying that because there's a vlog I read about, there's a famous African artist called Barnaby. He's now called the Giant, the African Giant. He was telling the CNN News interview that he had to copy some music styles to blow up. You know, it's not like he's not talented or something. It's just that when there's a wave of music, it's like in Africa there's Afrobeat and Amapiano. It's like a wave. If you're not singing on piano, you're doing or you're not doing Afrobeat, then it's so hard for you to blow. In the US, if you're not doing maybe the R&B type of way or maybe hip hop, it's so hard to blow. So maybe
I guess that's also very personal, you know. But you can join the wave and maybe you will blow up, you know. But for me, I like to stay true to myself, you know. For example, I don't know, in Latin America we have a lot of reggaeton. I'm not a reggaeton singer, and I won't be a reggaeton singer, you know. But reggaeton is the way, you know.
In Latin America.
If I was looking for the fame, you know, I would go and chop and do reggaeton songs, you know. But I'm a jazz singer. I do different styles, and I love what I do, you know. Maybe for me it's gonna be harder. I know. I already understand that it's gonna be harder.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But sometimes I feel like it's being dishonest with myself because if I'm doing something just to blow up, you know. I feel like I'm meant to blow up in the perfect time, doing my own thing. That's what I trust, and of course it's taking longer for sure. It's taking longer. But I do trust the perfect times.
I trust that one day I'll blow up too. I'm an artist and I sing Afrobeat and I sing also my piano. But I had to try different styles because if I look at my waves and if I look at the comments, when I do bongo from Tanzanian accent or maybe I do Afrobeat or I do Amapiano, because I've done every single song, different styles, I realized that people from different countries comment differently. If I do Afro, my latest song is an Afrobeat. It's a love song. I had this Australian person who was telling me in the comment section that if you can stick to this way, then it can be really nice. But I had a Nigerian also telling me that your last song, which was Afrobeat,
the thing is, it's nice to listen to people's opinions. But you can rely on everybody because, as you can see, you have many different people telling you different things, and that can just confuse you. You always remember to stick to what you love. What is your passion? What's your favorite thing?
I just love music. I just want to create different type of music.
I know. And I'm also, you know, I love many different styles, many different genres.
I feel like when I create one type of music, I'll just be like comforting myself to.
Don't never stick into one. Don't never stick into one.
I feel like I should just go do reggaeton, go do R&B, go hip hop.
Exactly. That's exactly. But because you want to do it, you know, you always stick to what you love, what makes you happy, you know. Because if you have everybody telling you, oh, you should do this, but you're so unhappy when you do it, you're gonna fail. Because
you're not going to like get your energy into that. You're doing it because maybe someone said or forced you to do it. But
it doesn't matter if you want to do 10 different styles, you know. Do them all, and you will find the one that maybe you like this one better. Oh, I'm so good at this, and in this I'm okay, you know, but I can do it. And this, oh yes, I'm okay in this, but this brings me money. But I really love this one. And you can do everything. You know, as an artist, we are multi-talent, you know. We can do a lot of things. But if you want an advice from me, always stick to your passion, you know. Always put yourself first as a priority and do what you love. Of course, you can listen to many opinions, and it's nice to listen. We can receive a lot of beautiful opinions and good ideas. Like, oh wow, this person is right, you know. But never do it if you don't love it, you know. That's for me, because if you do something that you're not passionate about, your passion about music will just die. And that's the last thing that we want here, you know. So always do it for passion. Do it because you love it, you know. And if you feel like this is not me, you know, try to be you. Try to be real. Be honest with yourself. That's what I would recommend you.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm always trying to be honest with myself. I'm always trying to like just do something because I want to do it, not because anyone wants to like force me into doing something. You see, I'm having variables on when, on how I write my songs.
Yes.
Do you have a problem with maybe there's a time when you're stressed up, or maybe you're hyped up, or you're happy that you feel like writing, but you go to write a song, but there's nothing coming out.
Yes.
There's a time I write sad songs. There's a time I write a sad song, but when I come to think of the lyrics and everything, there's nothing that really comes out until I'm happy. I'm in a happy situation writing a sad song. But when I'm so sad that I should just write about the sad moments and everything, I write a happy song. So I get mixed up. I hear many artists when you're at maybe you're facing some maybe problems, or maybe you're going through something that is so personal, maybe a family problem. Then that is where the song comes. The song that blows. But that doesn't happen to me. That doesn't
because your times are your times. Your race is your own race, and your creativity comes when you are feeling, and you're in your flow, when you are feeling yourself, and you always trust that your moment is your perfect moment, For me, I've been stuck in writing songs for years.
That's a pretty long time.
Back in Argentina, I have a book of songs with unfinished songs, for example. And then I also when I was in Mexico, I spent a long time without writing songs. Yes, I was singing, but I wasn't writing. I don't know, I wasn't feeling inspired, to write. But I was singing, I was working a lot as a singer, but I was feeling like a lot of creativity in me, but I couldn't write. I was so stuck. I was so stuck in writing.
I've been there.
Until I had a moment where I allowed myself, to channel all of this creativity. It was also a very sad moment for me. But when I'm sad, that's for me the moment when I write with a lot of passion. And yes, I'm a better sad songwriter than happy songs, But
I'm better in happy songs and love songs because I find myself I want to write something sad. I get inspired by something sad, maybe a story, a sad movie, or maybe a sad. I'm a fan of novels, so I read a lot of movies, novels, romance, and history. I get some sad moment when I'm supposed to be just writing this soft vibrational music and just listen to them, but I record them on my phone. But now writing them, that translation, I just feel like this is not me. Like this is not like my story. This is someone's story. I'm more of write about people's story. But when it comes to love songs and the sad songs, it's a love song for me. Always.
Well, you know what happens to me? I realized in the last songs that I wrote, I was in Mexico and I had a moment where creativity just came to me and I wrote like 12 songs, in in 2 weeks. Yes.
In 2 weeks, I can do that. I write a song a day.
Yes, that's nice. And I realized that, the creativity that was failing before, it was because I was trying to write a song for the people to like it, and so I was failing in that. I was failing so much in that. And then the songs that I write with a lot of flow and so fast and everything, I was telling my own story in the songs, and I was writing for me, and it was a healing also, the songs that I wrote, it was like healing for me, and because I was healing myself, the people were resonating with my songs, So I also realized that I had to write for myself instead of writing for people to like it, So that was a huge lesson for me.
That's a good one. I've never really had that experience. But I always you talked about the songs that maybe you start writing, and then you leave them halfway. The ones you have back in Mexico. I believe, I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe that I have songs that I've not even completed writing. But when I just write a song and maybe the words are not coming, I believe that I should be doing this now, like a collab. I should be doing this song with someone, because when I can write a song, I'm someone who can write like 10 songs a day. But there's days where I don't want to write anymore, and the days where maybe I write halfway. So I feel like when I write halfway, I feel like there's space for another artist to just come and
That's so nice. That's so nice.
I've told myself that over and over again, and maybe from from people I follow, or maybe from online and people I listen to, they've always said the same devotion. I'm a big fan of Otile Brown. He's a Kenyan artist who is having his career up there and, you know, singing love song, performing different places. And he was saying that to an interviewer that every time that you sing something that is so passionate about yourself or about your life, even if it doesn't blow inside outside there, it will blow inside.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if it works for you that every time you don't maybe complete a song, you're waiting for maybe someone to complete it, or maybe you're doing a collab.
Actually, you are giving me now an idea, you know, like I never thought about it, but it's actually so beautiful to hear this. You know, sometimes also for me happen that maybe I write a song, I didn't finish, I leave it there for a time, and maybe one day I come back to the song and I finish it and I completely change the song and it's
you come with a different vibe because you left it for a long time.
Exactly.
So it's been long since you've even worked with the same tune. You know, when I write a song today without recording it actually in my phone, I forget the whole tone. Maybe next week when I come to the same song next week, I'll be like, okay, I wrote this is beautiful, but how did I sing it? How did I even like pronounce this? I want to like write it in some way that I can listen to it, but it doesn't come because the tone is gone, the vibe is gone, and maybe the whole sense of writing it is gone. So the way we deal with the way I deal with my music problem is I'm someone who is spiritual. I don't really go to church that often, but I'm spiritual in that I ask God to give me success in music. Even if it's not in business, but I love to ask God every single time to give me success. So I go to God. So where do you go to when you've reached a point where it's top notch? It's like you can't do anything, you don't want to write anymore, you don't want to like be creative anymore, you just like, I don't know what to do from here, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. Where do you go to? Where do you just find this console then?
I'm very spiritual. I call the God, I call it the universe, you know, the source, God. I use different names. Of course, I relied on that. I feel like there is a power within us, you know, and higher,
greater than us,
also greater. But I also, you know, I like to allow myself to have this moment, you know. Maybe today I don't want to write. Maybe today I'm not inspired at all. And instead of judging myself, oh, Rocio, you should be doing this, you know, and being cruel to myself, I allow myself, okay, today is not the day, maybe tomorrow, you know. I've been learning because sometimes we can be very hard on ourselves, you know, like, oh, we should be doing this, you know.
But there's a way that, you know, when you go to competition, I realized that when I go to auditions, they want new music, or maybe you come to perform in an audition and they've placed you a new beat, you've never had it, and you're supposed to be creative at that moment, do a song at that moment, and maybe just vibe with the song, and maybe the audience should really like the song for you to maybe go to the next level. Have you ever been to an audition before, or maybe you just...
Not that type. I've been in auditions like many years before because I'm also a dancer and an actress.
Okay.
So I've been working in theater and things like that. But when it comes to music, I was having my own band and singing in bars and restaurants and hotels, private events. But I'm like my own boss, you know. I don't.
You don't have like But I think there's a point when someone should in music now. I'm not talking about like the vlogging thing. You know, in vlogging, like I interviewed your boyfriend last Sunday, and he was telling me in vlogging you can just be on manager, be on sound system, be on, because you only need your camera. But you see, in music, it's a whole lot of
music
things.
is a lot of things. That's what also sometimes why I think, okay, music is taking longer for me for this blow up, you know. Because
people blow. I've seen people just go to the studio, record a song, one song, and it's a hit, and they've blown up.
I know.
Why is it not happening to us?
I don't have the answers for that, you know. Sometimes I wonder, but you know, sometimes it's this wave that they catch, and I feel like it's just about lucky, you know. But also you can see many artists that maybe they blow up with just one song, and where are they now? They disappear after one song, you know.
People have blown with one song and disappeared, but others have remained. I've seen people like.
Of course. I feel like every journey is completely different, and we have to be patient with ours. And you trust that you're gonna be successul. That
in your own way.
You will be in your own way also.
Who's your favorite artist, like in the whole world?
I have many, but I really.
There's one. There must be this one that you just. Yeah, my favorite artist is Naika.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
like my favorite female artist, and my favorite male artist is our one and only Otile Brown from Kenya.
Okay.
So I love Naika music. I love the way she vibes because she partly lived in Kenya for some time. Then she's now based in USA, and she sings different language, Latin, English. How is it that sometimes when you want to listen to your favorite person, you don't feel like this person is doing the right thing, or you don't feel like the vibe is now like it's catching you? Because one day I'm having this kind of artist. Maybe I've listened to a song like 10 times, and by next week it's now boring. I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, for me it happens all the time because I love listening to music. I love performing, but I think I love more listening to music.
Yeah.
And I like discovering many artists. Sometimes I discover your music and I will be for a full month listening to your song every single day. And maybe that happened with another artist, you know? So maybe I will forget a little bit about your song and I will be the whole month with a new artist.
Yeah.
That happens to me all the time. And sometimes I go back, I was like, I don't know, oh, maybe I'm feeling today I want to listen to your song, you know? And I come back to your song.
Yeah.
But the fact is, there's so many artists, there's so many good music out there, so many good musicians also out there that I want to listen all, you know? I want to listen to all of them. So
But you
I
must
think
have like
this
one person who never bores you.
I had moments also. I have moments of for now every day I'll listen to Afrobeats, you know. For months I've been listening to Afrobeats,
You're a fan of Afrobeat now?
Yes, yes.
Were you a fan before you came to Kenya?
Yes.
So you guys listen to, I thought it's only Bana and maybe these Nigerian artists.
So
Bana and Rema, that the most
for sure they are the top ones right now.
Yeah.
But for me, I like to look for the ones that nobody knows, you know? And also when you go, for example, I use a lot of Spotify and I make my own playlist, and sometimes this artist recommends to a new one, you know? And you can find the ones that maybe nobody knows them, and those are the likes that I like to hear, you know? I love listening, I love finding new artists. And maybe, oh wow, who's this artist? Maybe he's very small, but I love this song and I include it on my list. So that's how I get to know new music all of the time.
You said you performed at different maybe events and bars and everything. How did you find it? Performing in events, private events, and performing in clubs. Is there maybe a different, or is there maybe a different criteria performing in different places?
Yes,
or
yes.
The same thing?
No, yes, for sure. I was having a band, and it depending on the kind of events, maybe I would do different styles. But I have like my own style, you know. I don't really change a lot of things. It's like my own vibe is like unique, you know.
Is that a good thing to not like change different things?
I don't think it's good or bad changing. You can do whatever you want because artists, we are free, you know. That's the beauty of it. Or that's how it's supposed to be, you know. At least that's in my belief. But I also think that for me, there's some styles that I like them, but I don't feel like my voice suits them well, you know. I don't feel like, yes, I really like this when I hear it from somebody else, but I'm not passionate about singing this, you know. So I like to sing what I like to sing, you know. And I don't feel like, oh yes, but the bloom right now is reggaeton. Yes, but I'm not gonna sing reggaeton because I'm not happy when I sing reggaeton, you know. I don't feel like I wanna sing reggaeton. I don't feel like my voice is gonna, you know. So I'm trying to be honest with myself. But maybe if I would go and sing reggaeton, maybe I would have blown, maybe I would be millionaire already, you know. But I feel that is not my path, you know. So when it comes to being spiritual, you know, I do believe that my path is my path, and I have to listen to my intuition and things that I do feel happy about doing, you know.
So have you performed maybe anywhere apart from maybe your country? Have you performed maybe in Kenya, or maybe in Kenya just?
No yet.
Maybe you can join us at our performance later in the day, because I'd love to. You can maybe do some a cappella or do something, because I vibe with, I find myself it's something that everyone has told me. I can vibe with anything. I can I can do a type of music as long as I've learned it and I've just I know where to put my chorus or maybe where to find my bridge. I can always just jump into any kind of music. So can you do that with maybe any beat, or you have to have this specific route or specific beat that you sing to?
No, there's never a specific beat, because I feel like music is so big and so huge that that's what I'm telling you. If you only stick to one, it's also like boring for you, you know. But yes, I like to try many things, you know. Even like singing in Mexico, I learned to sing in 4 languages, for example. Like Brazilian music, bossa nova, things that I didn't used to sing before, but I started to do it and I fell in love and I really like it. So for sure, I love to try new things.
How about Kenyan language? If you like,
I'm learning Swahili. So I would like to be able to sing some
if you want to sing Swahili, I'm the man. I'm the man to come to, because I know a lot of Swahili and I love a lot of Swahili vibe. And I think when someone comes from maybe uptown or maybe from just outside Africa to come and sing Swahili, that's a beautiful thing, because we kind of like the African culture. We kind of accept new things. We kind of accept people who come outside Africa more than maybe us. See, right now when I do a song, when I sing about when I sing a style, a reggaeton style, you see, I have I have audience from here. So people won't really okay, this person is doing a new thing. Yeah, it's good, but okay, this is not our thing. But when you come with your reggaeton or maybe your style of music here and do it for our people, we naturally love it. We naturally click to new ideas. Why is it not happening in your country? It's happening in our country, because only Burna Boy and Rem has blown up. I'm telling you, I've never seen any African musician blowing up in the US. But I've seen many people blow up here, because you know Rihanna there, you know Rihanna here. We love Nicki there, we love Nicki here. You know Chris Brown there, we love him here. So why is it not? Why is it like when a musician comes from your place, we naturally love them, but when he or she comes from our place, you guys have mixed feelings and
I don't know why is that, because it also happened, you know, so many Argentinian artists that maybe blew up in a different country, not in Argentina. So actually I don't know, this is about public, you know, maybe sometimes we appreciate more the outside things rather than ours, you know, which is, it would be nice to appreciate first our things instead of outside, you know. But I feel like everything is okay, you know. When it comes to music, music is free. Music shouldn't be judged at all, you know. I don't feel like there's bad music or good music. You know, music is just a way of expression, and it's one of the most beautiful things that we can have as a human beings, for me.
Have you ever sung in church?
No.
That's a big one.
No.
Why?
No, but you know what I love? No,
Why?
because in Argentina we don't have like, you know, but I would love to sing one day with a gospel chorus, for example, you know. But we don't have that in Argentina. I would only see, you know, from on TV or listening.
You don't have church in Argentina?
We have church, but we don't have gospel singers. We have church and we have
No,
music.
you gotta be kidding me. You don't have gospel singers in...
No.
Oh,
we have, I mean, there is music on the chart, but for me it's super boring, you know. It's way different. It's way different as in a church from here with gospel singing. That's fire for me, you know.
So you love it here with gospel, but there you
because we don't have it. We don't have it back there, you know.
But I don't know how someone can... You guys... Okay, people go to church in Argentina, they don't sing.
Yes, they have music, but we have white music, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
Gospel is completely different, and it's black culture, it's black music also, and we don't have that back in Argentina. So of course, for me, it's something that I would see if I go to a black community, you know. I don't have it, but I love it. I love listening to gospel music.
So how is the schooling in Argentina? Like, how, maybe you can tell me how the music school or maybe the music weather is from my point of view here in Kenya. We don't have we actually don't have an early music school. You must have gone to primary, then high school, then maybe at campus is where maybe you can now say I can do music, I want to do it professionally. So is it the same thing in Argentina or maybe?
Yeah, in Argentina you go it depends on what kind of schools, because you have some private schools where they can teach you some music. And we also have basic music at school for a couple of years, but not to create a musician, not enough to create a musician. But we do have music college, which is apart from school. I used to go to music conservatory, and I started actually when I finished high school, but you can start when you're 14 years old.
Also, you can start your music journey.
Yeah. Yes.
Anytime, any age.
Learning.
Learning
Yes.
about music.
Yeah. And I'm talking about the public music schools,
Oh, okay.
But that's beside the school. Like you have to go to primary school and also to music conservatory, for example.
Yeah.
But that music conservatory is actually very hard. It's very long. It's like almost 10 years of career to get a degree. You get a degree, you don't only learn how to be a singer, for example. You learn music theory, music history, how to be a teacher.
Music?
Acoustic sounds. We have many different subjects, and it takes a lot of time, also many years to learn until you get a degree, and you are a professional teacher, for example, music teacher. But that is besides the primary and high school.
I noticed, but this is just a quick one apart from the whole music thing. I noticed that you're so you're so receptive, and you're maybe saying hi to everyone around here. Do you like it there or here? Wise.
I'm a traveler. I like to travel around the world, and I like to be myself wherever I be. I'm a nice person, and if I can be a nice person here, I'm gonna be a nice person in China, and I'm gonna be a nice person back in Argentina. There is beautiful people out there in the world. In every single country, we have good and bad.
Yeah.
So no, I'm the same here as I am the same back there.
So you like it here or there?
No,
or maybe in different countries. Maybe if you're a traveler,
I can't really say that I like it more here than the other, because, for example, I loved being in Mexico, and I stayed in Mexico for 3 years, and I love it there. I still love it, but for now, in this moment of my life, I feel like I have to be here, and it doesn't make me stop loving Mexico. I still love Argentina, but we also have different times in our lives to be in different places.
The boyfriend has just passed here. How's it with the journey? Tell me about the journey. Because I'm not like you guys. How long have you been dating?
Sorry?
How long have you been dating? Maybe
with Marwa?
Yeah.
4 months now.
4 months.
Months. I'm not really sure how long, but not too long. Not too long yet. Yes.
I'm only asking this because this is just like a pop-up question, because I've not really been in a stable relationship before.
Okay.
So I always like to look at people who are in love, or maybe who can maybe be in relationships, and I wonder how you guys make it together, because you coming all the way from Mexico to here. That's not like that's a huge decision to make for someone that you love. So it's not like you wake up and love someone and there must be some big deal in the relationship. There must be something that makes you want to come.
Yeah, for sure. I feel it's the connection that I have with him, and also, I come from a different culture where relationships, we handle it very different than here, So I'm also learning the way that you date here, for example.
You did different there?
We date completely different. For example, yes, in Argentina, you can date someone and be boyfriend and girlfriend for years without expecting any child, without expecting any marriage. Maybe, and here, for example, I know that you don't have this dating this dating thing, you get to know each other and be my wife.
Boom. Okay,
I met you and be my wife, in Argentina that will never happen. I will be like, are you crazy? No,
I thought that we were okay, here what we do, let me explain for you maybe a little bit. What we do here is that we don't, in Africa we really don't have that time.
Exactly, that's what I'm seeing, I'm learning here.
It's true.
Yeah.
We believe that once, and I think Mara will completely agree with me. We believe that once you just got this a nice thing in your life, a nice thing going on in your life, then why waste time? Because time is not on our side. There's there's a lot of deaths in Africa generally, and there's a lot of bad happenings in Africa.
But that's
in
the
dating,
thing.
we think once you just connecting with someone, it is rare. It's so rare.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've tried. I've tried it along every time and I failed. And when you find someone, right now when I find someone and I fall in love with someone, I prefer to just be with someone, just be with her and maybe spend my whole life.
That's actually like really beautiful.
Why would you date someone for 4 years?
Because of the culture and how we grow up and how the things that we learn about relationships, you know, it's very different. In Argentina, we don't want to have kids right away when we meet someone, you know, because first we want to build a relationship. First we want to have a nice job, a nice house, and everything. And after we feel complete, then it's time to have babies. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Of course, a lot of people have children, you know, but like the popular thinking about how to create a family, we are more used to, okay, first I want to build myself, I want to be a responsible adult, I want to have money to take care of my kids, you know, and after that I feel ready, okay, then I'm gonna be a mom, you know. Here is completely the opposite. Here you don't really care if you have money or not to take care of the kids. You go and have
we
the
always
kids,
say,
you know?
God will provide. God will provide. God will provide.
That's a nice thing, you know. That's a nice thing. That's like the cultural shock that I'm learning from my society and this society, and I think it's really nice to mix and have a balance between them, because I feel like also the way that you see life and the way that you see dating here in Africa, there is a lot of things that, wow, this is beautiful, you know, because for example, you say this, why waste time, you know, and when you meet someone, you want to take care of that person, you want to be with that person, and you take that person for serious, you know. Maybe in Argentina, that doesn't happen. It's hard to find a man that takes you seriously, you know. Maybe they just want to have fun, you know, and nothing serious. So you know, that's the cultural shock. That's the way of that we think. It makes it very different. It actually makes it hard. It's harder in Argentina, you know, to find someone that really want to take you
out
serious.
Here thinking it's so easy in your country to just fall in love. I grew up watching maybe, you know, Mexican movies and you know the soap operas, and I think you guys it's always the love stories and how people fall in love and everything. So I grew up thinking that it's so easy. Seeing someone fall in love in movies is so easy than the real life. So I believe that, okay, you guys fall in love, have kids, and maybe do that. But you're here telling me it's hard. It's not what I think. It's actually
hard. No, it's actually hard. At least in my perspective, maybe just Argentina, maybe Mexico's a little bit more different. But the truth is, for me in Argentina, it's hard to find a man that really wants to take me seriously. My past relationship, I've been 5 years with this person with no future, for example, you know. I don't feel that I wasted my life, I wasted my time, because I learned a lot of things about that relationship.
5 years with the...
Yeah, but you can be many years
you
just
guys really
dating
did?
and nothing happening. Yeah.
5 years with the person, no kids, no
kids, no marriage, no nothing. Yeah.
How do you guys manage that? Because I'd be one year with just 1 year, or maybe six. Give me 6 months with a beautiful lady, and things will happen. Many things will happen. Because we believe that. I don't really. Is it like about your culture, or is it about maybe you guys don't have just that time? You're busy doing things,
Probably also that also it's another ingredient of why we behave like this. You know, we live in this society where you need to work hard and reach your goals, you know, and do. So of course, you know, it's like this belief that first you need to be successful before you have a kid, you know. So that's a lot of pressure for people. And sometimes we don't just want to bring, in general, of course there are people having a lot of kids, and you know, and there's also a lot of poverty. So maybe there's a lot of people having kids and not having the money to give them to maintain the kids. So that's like one of the things that in general you want to avoid, you know.
So what do you believe in now? When we talk about marriage setting, what do you believe in? What do you want in marriage? What do you, maybe you must have you must have your mind now. Because it's not like the society controlling you, it's you controlling yourself.
No, yeah, for sure. So for me, I never been this woman that I dream one day I get married. You know, we grow up in a society when they put this dream on women, and every woman wants to get married. It wasn't my case. I've been only been like the black sheep in the family, you know. Yeah,
Okay. I'm the black sheep in our family, but not under those circumstances.
No, yeah, but when it comes to creating a family, I always knew that in perfect time it was just happy, you know. I'm I'm the younger of six siblings. Yes. All my siblings, they have kids. They have 4 kids each. Also, I come from a big family, so I always assumed that one day I'm gonna be a mom, and probably I'm gonna have many kids also, you know. But it wasn't like, oh, someone that I wish this day comes, you know. I just feel it like it's natural, and someday it will happen. And I feel like I'm getting closer. I'm almost 30 years old, you know. This is another thing, you know. For example, here, maybe women get pregnant. Yeah, maybe women.
21.
No, no, actually, here this is another cultural shock. You know, maybe here women get pregnant super young. You know,
super young and super fast.
Yeah. And in my culture, especially, well, my mom became a mom when she was 22 years old. You know, the old generations, they would have kids younger. But I feel like my generation, we were waiting more time to be a mom. You know, for example, me going to college, to university. I wanted to graduate first. I wanted to do this and this and this. And then I will have the time to be a mom, you know. That's the way that we think over there, you know. And that's the way that we grow up, also, you know. And here I can see, wow, it's so different for me, you know. But I also think it's good, you know. They believe, okay, good we provide. Every kid here is happy, also, you know. So it's a lot about cultural.
So it's more of cultural belief. It's more of a. Maybe it's more of different cultures, because you have your culture, your own way of doing things. We have our own way of doing things. And, apart from that, when you're in Argentina, and maybe when you're traveling the world from one place to another, what takes you? It's not like I can just decide today to travel. I'm going to travel from here to Tanzania. There must be something in Tanzania. When I want to come from Tanzania now to maybe Nigeria, there must be something there. I want to move from maybe New York to Canada. There must be something there. So what makes you travel from different countries, and maybe what do you gain, and maybe what do you love about that?
So for me, for example, even traveling in Mexico, I had a goal in mind. I had a vision, and my goal was to do music, you know. So for example, I first went to Mexico. I arrived in a city called Cancun. I realized that it wasn't the place for me. So I felt like, no, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna move to another one. I tried with another one. It wasn't either, you know. I didn't feel it. And I went to another one, and another one, I was staying in an island called Holbox in the Caribbean, Mexico. And in that place, I started to work as a singer, you know. So for me, I always had a vision, and that's what is taking me to different places. And also, you know, just how do I feel in this place? Do I like it here? Okay, yes, I want to. For example, here I am because of Mara, you know. But I don't know if I would have chosen Kenya, you know, to come to Africa. You know, I also feel like sometimes destiny just brings you somewhere, you know.
I heard you're developing a music studio maybe at Mara. I had Mara told me about some music studios.
Yeah, we have the idea to create a music studio in the house.
Mara wants to play some music.
Yeah.
You want to play some music.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be maybe a good vibe, because if you guys are musicians and communicators and everything like that would be nice.
Yeah.
For both of you. So maybe will it be maybe a moving studio, it will be a permanent studio here. So when you move to other countries, because you guys are travelers.
Yeah.
You travel a lot from country to country.
Yes.
Will you be moving the studio? Maybe
I think traveling with the studio is hard because you require a lot of things, so probably it's gonna be a permanent one.
So after you guys are gone, that is just telling me that we can always come here and record.
Well, I don't know that about that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
need
because
to
I'm-
talk to the boss.
I'm trying to get some leeway from
Yeah, yeah.
from the boss's wife.
Yes,
The
yes.
boss, sorry, the boss's girlfriend. So I'm just trying to get things cleared up so that I
Well,
don't.
it's a future project also.
Yeah.
So I can't give you a lot of information because I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
But it's one of our visions for the future.
To create a music studio. here.
Yes.
Okay, I think I'd love that.
Okay.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
the time to maybe
Yeah.
get this interview. And I just want to tell you viewers that that was the time that we had with Maro's girlfriend, and she's a musician. You can check out her content. She's also a blogger, a traveler, and many things. So we've just learned a lot of things. Maybe you can tell us what you've learned about this interview, and maybe you can tell us more about the interview that you want me to do in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
All right.
You forgot one thing.
Yeah.
What about future collaborations maybe?
By the way, it's the most important thing.
Now we have.
now that we're talking about a future
Yeah.
studio, can we maybe have a future collaboration?
Yes.
And about
yes.
my offer, we're performing here today. Maybe you can.
Maybe I can come and join. Yes. You're performing today?
Yeah, I'm performing today.
Okay. You performed yesterday? No, it wasn't you. It was the other.
Yeah, I performed last Sunday.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is the first time that we performed here, and it was amazing. And
Okay.
I came back to really just
Okay.
perform and do it.
Okay, I will come and watch tonight.
You come and watch, and maybe you come and just.
May-
I'd love
yeah,
to.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So she's confirmed she'll be coming here to stay on stage with me. So you guys wait until 7 to 8 there. We'll expect you.
Alright,
I'll be
alright.
really expecting you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Nice conversation.
Thank you so much. Okay.